In Britain, there are over 1,000 fewer traffic cops on the roads than a decade ago. That means more work, and a different kind of work for the ones who are left. In northeast Lincolnshire, PC Dick Kapka has seen the job transform since he booked his first speeder 20 years ago.
We do get out with speed detection and obviously doing other kinds of work like no seat belts and things like that. But you'll just get a check set up when it's can you just, and a job will come up and it'll be a domestic or fight in the street or kids being a nuisance somewhere, and you get sent to it, and that's what we have to do now.
Today in Great Grimsby, PC Kapka and PC Andy Brown are being sent to a job which has come up, which is traffic. A man in a car who's crashed, completely out.
Yeah, we were attending the report of a vehicle with it stationary at a small junction, where apparently the driver slumped over the wheel as though he's asleep.
The driver hasn't even bothered to pull over before taking a nap.
They're usually parked at the side of the road somewhere and they've fallen asleep, or on a car park or something like that, or in a lay-by. But that's one of the first I've ever found in the middle of the road like that, where he's just sort of fallen asleep at the junction and not moved away.
You been driving?
He was sort of comatose at the wheel, almost asleep.
I'm blowing to this tube on here till I tell you to stop, all right?
He may have only stopped for 40 winks, but it smells more like he's had 40 drinks.
Well, I nearly got drunk just opening the door and popping my head inside, and you think, whoa. The car had been seen to try to drive up the curb into the traffic island.
At the moment, I suspect you've been drink driving, so I'm going to ask you for a breath test. Do you understand that?
He was in such a state, he didn't really know where he was.
I've done everything.
Right, big deep breath and blow. That'll do. As you can see, the machine's jumped straight to fail. That means you've failed the breath test. That means I'm arresting you on suspicion of driving whilst in drink.
Bounced straight across the red. And you know when it does that, after all the years I've done, experience-wise anyway, you know you've got a good one.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand that? Yeah?
No.
No? Well, you're under arrest for drink driving, all right?
The driver doesn't know it, but he's in big trouble. And not only with the law.
Idiot.
Hello.
Yeah, you were deaf.
It was his girlfriend who appeared from a house nearby and started berating him with strong language, shall we say.
You're a f***ing idiot driving that. You've drove it every day while you've been pissed off and you've been getting pissed at work, getting all your mates to come with you and get
Don't think she's over happy with you, do you?
She realised what he'd been doing and she'd tell us that he'd been on a bender for the whole week.
So how much have you had to drink?
He was just so out of it, it was unbelievable. I just don't know, honestly, how he was driving a motor vehicle at all.
The drunk is going straight into custody. Kapka's years of experience have taught him that the best way of getting him there is not in the back of his car.
They do have a habit sometimes of being sick, and it's better in a van because you can wash it out easier.
Mind your head.
As you go up. Have a seat on the little bench there, right?
Across the Humber estuary in Hull, there's another sign of the changing times in policing. Armed response officers doing traffic patrol. When they're not tackling armed robbers, PC Steve Brooke and Roger Thompson like to enforce the highway code.
You've got your response as a firearms officer, which is our main area. When we're not doing that, we've got the secondary role of being a roads traffic unit.
And that means saving people's lives when they put them at risk. Like these women weaving around on an old scooter. They don't look very safe. or very legal.
Oh, she's not confident on it. I'd say she's not got a licence. It's going to stop to him. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. It was just all the alarm bells were ringing. It needed stopping before she came off and became another statistic. Bit of a wibble and wobble going on, isn't there?
Oh, sorry, didn't realise.
Just turn it off for us, please. You didn't realise, you didn't feel too confident coming around that roundabout, did you?
Yeah, I felt all right. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
You obviously felt better than what you looked. Is it your bike, is it?
I'm just testing it out to buy it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Right. And what do you think to it so far?
Well, not too good, actually.
Do you want to just come and have a word with us in our car? I don't know if you want to just...
Just get off and hold that for me.
All right. You got hold of it?
Cheers.
Okay. Just take a seat in the back for us, please. What type of licence have you got?
I've got a full licence.
You've got a full driving, full car licence?
Yes, full car licence.
Okay. And what insurance have you got to ride that?
I think that's probably haven't.
Is that you haven't?
Yeah, that's what it'll be.
You've got no insurance?
No insurance.
Okay.
Oh,
do you know if it's got
God.
an MOT?
I couldn't tell you.
Right. Okay.
Without insurance, the rider faces having the bike seized.
Yeah, probably trying to get it up on the...
Her intrepid passenger is also in trouble, grappling with the dodgy bike.
You're going to have to hold it, I'm afraid. The bike wasn't so in the best of state. It didn't have an MOT, it was never going to pass an MOT in a month of Sundays.
I reckon even if I hadn't have had her on the back, I'd have been with, because that's the first time I've ever rode it.
Is it?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
All right.
So I reckon if I hadn't have, I can't even speak probably because my mouth's dry. I reckon if I hadn't have had her on the back, I'd have been wibbly wobbly as well. You know what I mean?
We went through the usual checks with the P&C.
What's your name then, please?
Kerry Jane Smith. 16.
Is it Kerry with a Y? Yeah.
Yeah.
The PNC is the cops' database of criminals. As well as their real names, it holds all the false names they have used in the past as well.
The name that she was given us had been used by her as an alias. We knew what her proper name was. You got any tattoos at all?
No.
No. Any scars?
No.
No. Do you want to just take your jacket off for us and just check the sure now? As soon as they give us the details, we'll look at each other anyway and we'll go, yeah, we know the spinner's alive.
Lo and behold, the woman does have some tattoos. Confirmation that she is not Kerry after all.
What's that? What would you describe that
Just
as?
a cover up.
What did it cover up?
Well, I don't know. It was just a pattern that I picked.
We'll play the game for so long, obviously, and then we'll say, look, enough's enough. It appeared from the signs I'm getting from my colleague that you may be telling us a few fibs. Okay? I'm going to give you the option now to give me your details. Okay?
Yeah.
If those aren't your correct details, okay, and I end up getting to the police station, because if I don't believe you, I'll arrest you. When we get to the police station and we find out your true details, which we will do because we'll just keep you there until we do find them out.
Yeah.
Sure enough, she said, yeah, okay, I'll tell you who I am. So you're going to give us your correct details then?
Yeah, Carla Downs. That's what it is. I've got no driving licence.
Right. Is it your bike?
No.
No.
It's not, no.
Do you know where your friend lives? Owns it?
I ain't got a clue.
No.
But I will be finding out because I'm not amused.
Well, I don't think he'll be amused his bike was gone.
Well, it's his own fault. He should be bloody taxed.
In Grimsby, the drunk driver found dozing at the wheel of his car has made it to the police station without being sick or falling asleep again.
Seen by a witness to pull up at the giveaway lines at Convermore Road and then sit there. And when we actually pulled up alongside him, he was asleep in the vehicle and the witness had taken the keys out of the ignition.
When we were booking him in, it was a case of we've got a duty of care. He can't be injured whilst he's in our care. He was clearly incapable of holding himself up, and I just had to assume the role of supporting him. just shocking what state people think they can drive in.
The man has a few more important procedures to get through before he can call it a day.
Now keep going.
That's all right.
We put him on the substantive device at the police station, which is a much bigger machine but gives an accurate reading of the alcohol in the breath sample that they provide. Deep breath. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
A reading of 35 on the machine will confirm the man is over the legal drink-drive limit.
All right, stop a minute. That's it.
He's blown 207.
207?
207. Legal limit's 35.
207 micrograms of alcohol in 100 millilitres of breath. Right, I don't want you to blow that hard. Just blow steadily.
The cops have to get 2 readings within 3 minutes. They have one, but time has run out for the other. Handily for him, as he will now be charged with failing to provide a specimen for analysis. And the magistrate who eventually presides over his case will never know just how much he had drunk.
You don't get any more goes now, Chris, that's it.
No, Chris.
That'll take him best part of till tomorrow to come down so he can be charged. We're getting back tomorrow and we come on late.
I was just amazed. I'd never seen anything anywhere near as high as that. I didn't think it was possible for a human to be alive with that much alcohol floating around them.
Back through to the charge room, Chris.
I can understand why you're struggling now.
Drunk? I'm not drunk. You're not drunk?
Even for the experienced PC Kapka, the reading came as a shock.
I've never had as high a reading as that in my entire career. Sit down there, Chris.
Sit on there. So I've done nothing wrong there.
Hey, you've done a lot wrong, mate. You've had too much to drink.
The government intends cutting the drunk drive limit by nearly half, but even that may not deter people like Chris.
I think we should have a policy whereby if you drink, you don't drive at all. Because even 1 pint these days can actually affect your driving without you actually knowing about it. He's obviously got an alcohol problem. We were lucky that day that nobody got killed.
Back in Hull, the scooter passenger has managed to get the bike to stay upright on its own before scarpering.
Your friend hasn't stayed around?
No, she...
It's all that excitement, you see.
That's what I mean. I'll catch her up. It's all right, because there'll be trouble about this because of me being stopped on it. It's going to cause murders.
A bit of trouble.
Hey, it's a bit severe.
You know what I'm talking about?
Once we confirmed who she was, she was then reported for all the traffic offences that she'd committed. The bike was seized.
Can I take my bike off? Because it does me push bike as well. Can I take my bike off? Because that's for my push bike.
And she was allowed to continue the rest of her journey walking.
It's the first time I've ever rode it. First time. And these gentlemen here saved my life. Totally saved my life.
Another satisfied customer.
Thanks, gentlemen.
More and more these days, the police are relying on CCTV to be their eyes of the law. Outside a shop on a Grimsby estate, some boys on bikes have been caught on camera, circling menacingly around a parked delivery van. The opportunist thieves have been tempted by a large parcel they've spotted left on the front seat. Their curiosity to know what's in it has got the better of them, much to the despair of the owner. But they haven't taken into account the nearby camera that's been watching them, or the one in the sky in Oscar 99.
95, you can remain where you are. I still haven't been able to do as you requested. We can't contact. XY, Oscar 99, can I come in?
On the ground, husband and wife team, PC's Peter and Rachel Mills, have responded to the control room's call.
We've got a bit of a fighting chance.
Tell them off on Yarbough Road.
We were just on general patrol, monitoring the radio, and this incident came in that was a theft from a motor vehicle in progress. It's one of our major crimes in this particular area at the moment, theft from motor vehicles.
The Oscar 99's above now, so...
Suspects. Yeah, 99, we've got one with a black top on, one with a light coloured top. He's put a box into his pocket. Looks like they're going into a house.
With its camera on maximum zoom, the lad with the mystery package is still unaware of the police chopper above and thinks he's home and dry.
Got him there.
Patrol car, keep coming, patrol car, come out the back. By Oscar 99, the cyclists have got to stop, it's not the one, we want them at the house.
Not the one, Rage.
No, my apologies, they went into that house there, the cyclist. Yeah, they went into that house.
The boys in the house are being brought outside to see if the culprits can be identified by the helicopter crew. But there's a problem.
Yeah, Oscar 99, it looks like they've been swapping tops. We might have to play the video back to get these.
Oscar 99 at that stage was struggling, yet you can hear it on the radio message. They couldn't positively identify.
Wait one, I'll check with the camera operator. I've been reading maps. Wait one, over.
The initial identification was based on clothing, so you can appreciate people are swapping clothing when they come out of the house.
Do the favour, mate. Can you just come join us here? All right. Can you just come join here? All right.
Rachel went into the house, did a search, and a box was found.
Do we have an informant, and can we clarify that's what's been stolen, please?
Can't confirm, can at the moment. Basically, there's been an incident in this area, OK, which we're investigating. We can't tell you too much, but the alleged offenders have allegedly gone into this house here. So that's why we're just speaking to all the people who are involved, all right?
I'm not involved.
Inquiries were made at the scene where they were arrested and at the location where the offence took place.
2 of the offenders. They are confirmed.
So we got information from another source who clearly identified 2 of the offenders responsible.
Right, lads. Listen to what I've got to say to you both, OK? Just listen to what I'm about to say, OK? You're going to, of course, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which led to a line in court, anything you do say may be given in evidence, OK? And you've been arrested on suspicion of theft from a motor vehicle, OK? And the reason why we're arresting you is there's a necessity for the arrest, so we can allow the prompt investigation, OK? So at this stage...
I just come out with Nana.
You're going to be handcuffed.
On these estates, the cops have to take every precaution, even with boys as young as these.
Nana, mate, just come out. Just come out with
Just do the favour, just turn to the back, we'd handcuff you to the back. Have a rest. Go in.
A lot of young lads these days, they carry knives, they carry knuckle dusters with them, and it's happened to me where I haven't handcuffed someone and I've ended up being assaulted because of it. And before you know it, a problem creates itself like a Jekyll and Hyde. Suddenly, this monster appears and they're trying to get away from you.
Doing what? Because you've been told.
Lovely, thank you very much.
I just come out with Nana. What
Right,
are you doing that for him for?
They've both been arrested on suspicion of theft at the moment, OK? They've been identified as being responsible. Just do the favour, love. They've been identified as being responsible in that incident, OK? So at the moment, they've just been arrested on suspicion, OK?
Oh, well, we know who the grasser is then,
Right.
don't we?
OK, so we'll do an investigation.
No comment there, you don't know nothing, you'll get stored.
It was quite clear that her grandson had been responsible for the incident and she was trying to provide him an alibi, as were probably about 10, 20 other people in the street at the time. It happens all the time.
Just why the boys were so eager to steal the parcel is about to be found out.
I'd seized the property and inside were a pair of ladies' black high-heel boots.
Which I don't think they would have fitted them.
Maybe the boy thought they'd fit his nana. The 2 young suspects will be taken to the police station while the cops check the CCTV footage to see if anyone else was involved. Kids these days may not be like they used to be, but after 25 years in the service, PC Kapka knows some things about traffic policing never seem to change, like the older generation's notion of what they do.
People seem to think we just don't do anything. We just drive about in a big car all day, you know, with our arm on the window ledge on a sunny day, pair of shades on, and we don't do anything. Except drive down Cleethorpes perhaps to look at the young ladies on the seafront, and that's it.
Of course, the reality is somewhat different.
Gone straight through a red line.
They like to chase after them, with sirens blaring and lights flashing. But even then, they're not always noticed.
She's oblivious. Totally oblivious. She probably doesn't even know she's gone through a red traffic light. Probably won't admit it.
She just either not using a mirror or, well, I don't know what she thought. We had to pull alongside her in the end and ask her to pull up round the next corner.
Morning. Can you tell me why you think we've stopped you? Where have you just come off?
I'm not from Grimsby. Oh.
Freeman Street.
Oh, yeah.
Following a lorry?
Yeah.
The lorry went through on amber. What colour were the lights when you went through?
Oh, shit.
Red.
With her?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Did you not see us signalling you the first time to pull over on the A180?
Yes, I would have. No, I didn't.
Jump out for a minute and come and have a word with us.
Excuse me swearing. Just let me lock it.
You're obviously... No, it's all right, we're not going anywhere.
She was very nice to deal with, and it's a perfect foil for me when people are like that, because I like to be light-hearted and have a laugh with people.
Unfortunately, jumping a red light is no laughing matter. It's a fixed penalty offence, which is going to mean a £60 fine and 3 points on the lady's licence. Although PC Capca could have shown some discretion.
My discretion was to issue her with a ticket. I could have actually reported her for summons, which is the other... Well, I could have let her off, but it's too serious offence that to let people off with, because accidents do happen at traffic lights because of people doing that.
Do you have your licence with you at all?
No.
Right. I must caution you, do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Yeah. You won't go to court as long as you conform with the, with the fixed penalty ticket.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Smooth talking Capca knows how to treat the ladies.
Because it took us a little while to get you stopped.
I know, I didn't.
Is it
I thought,
Miss,
is it an emergency?
Mrs, Ms?
It's Miss.
Miss. I like to ask ladies because obviously we haven't got much choice with men these days. It's either Mr or Mr, isn't it?
It's
but
Miss.
what's your surname?
Stockdale.
Stockdale.
Yeah. I can't believe it. It's my first car.
Is it?
Yeah.
First ticket.
My
then,
own first car. I'm 50
How long have you
next
been
month.
past your test?
Oh God, since I was 7. I'm 50 next month, and
this
it's
is
my
your
first own car.
Ah, you don't look a day over 21 to me.
Thank you.
You've not switched your driving head on?
No.
What's your occupation then?
I'm a kook.
A kook? Is that
I'll
a...
poison myself tonight.
Give up. Where were you born?
Stockton-on-Tees.
I'm going to say with an accent like that.
I can't believe it.
Well, you probably never do it again.
I won't. I don't know whether I'll drive again.
You will.
I'll have to because I'm working.
Don't be silly. It's not that bad.
Your average person that you stop in the street for a motoring offence has probably never ever come to notice with the police at any time in their life. They expect to be dealt with reasonably.
And how long do these...
Points down your licence?
Forever?
No, they stay on your licence for 4 years, but they're actually active for 3 years. They're spent after 3 years, but they leave them on for an extra year, and then you can apply to get them taken off your licence, all right?
Yeah.
We had a good laugh in the end, and she knew she'd committed quite a serious offence.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Just be careful at the lights.
Why go around being angry with people? Otherwise, they associate the uniform with angry people, and we're not. I've known 1 or 2 angry traffic officers, but they're not in the job anymore.
The unlucky boys who bagged the women's boots from the van have arrived at the police station.
He's such a young lad, and it's day in, day out with him.
Come on through the police station, you have certain rights. Okay.
got the right to speak with an independent solicitor free of charge at any time. Do you understand that? Yeah. You've had one before? Yeah. All right, you can have somebody told that you're here. We will tell your mum that you're here. Okay? And also you can look at our codes of practice governing police powers and procedures. That's our book which explains all your rights in the police station.
None of us were angels, were we, when we were younger? But by the same token, I think we certainly know the difference between right and wrong. And I think some kids go too far, way too far. And they basically go into crime.
Upstairs, the CCTV footage of the smash and grab is being analysed by the officers who were involved.
Right. Are they just a delivery firm then?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And on viewing the evidence there, it became clear there was a third party involved, so they went back to the address and locked up the third party.
Now, it's me, mate.
Well, that's coming up now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's already smashed it.
Someone will buy that. The stolen property, and it'll be sold very cheaply. What they don't realise, obviously, is the damage to the vehicle, which is a lot more expensive than what they've gained, really.
You know, because I was in the area.
Yeah.
The stolen package investigation is wrapped up. A small, hard-earned success in a never-ending battle.
They are juveniles. You can put a juvenile in front of a court and the chance of them then getting sent down is very, very rare. So all they'll do, they'll get a slapped hand, probably for the 56th time, and they're back out on the street and we have to deal with them again.
This time, the 15-year-old who stole the surprise package containing women's boots was ordered to pay the sum of £100 in compensation. His accomplice admitted a number of additional crimes and was sent to a young offenders institution for 6 months. The wibbly-wobbly scooter rider who did not have a driving licence or insurance was fined £225 and was banned from the road for 6 months. And when the man who was caught sleeping and driving appeared in court, he was found guilty of failing to provide a specimen. Despite testing 6 times the legal limit, he was only fined £60 and banned from driving for 12 months.